G'day, this is Scott from ScottsHobbyz. Today I'm going to show you a good way to get cheap hardwood scales for knife making. Basically all I do is buy a length of hardwood flooring or decking in the wood I want, and once you cut it down it works out to like $1 or less per knife, even less than 50 cents if you can rip it down the middle for thinner handles. Here I'm trimming off the grooved edges I don't want, and then I cut it in half to get 2 scales. You need to find a way to thin the scales down to close to the thickness you want. I do it on the table saw, but it's kind of dodgy, so I don't want to show you how I did it. You can use a plane, a thicknesser, power saws, hand saws, even sand it down, but that takes a while. Here's one way you can do it with the basic handsaw. Just make sure to leave some extra because you'll need to neaten it up afterwards. I then go to a big sanding belt I have double-sided taped to the workbench. I measure the thickness and rub it back and forth, applying more pressure to the thicker parts, and continue doing this until I have the thickness I want. Measure it often. It does take a few minutes, but it is amazing how fast you can get one part too thin. So check often and adjust your pressure as needed. I try to get all the edges within 0.1 of a millimeter of each other. You can use a 4x36 for getting the saw marks out and getting it close, which I do, but I like to finish them by hand as the platen isn't perfectly flat and it's easy to chew too much off and then you've got to start over. Also, you can double-sided tape the sandpaper or belt to some MDF or glass or something, which you can move around and take on and off the bench as needed, so that will give you some more bench space. These scales are a bit big, but just make them whatever size you need. If you want to see me use these in the next day or two, I should have a video up where I rehandle an Old English machete. So these are what I ended up with. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos, and have a good one.
Crap.